From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Jets.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. All right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
319, right. Extend. Hey, fire. Delta. Sit high.
Back to throw. Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
You got to move 58, move 58, go.
To throw is Fields. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To the air, Williams. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
With it is Jackson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Press. Punch right. Move to the end. Right.
Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go. 19 wins. Here we go. No mas. Out, let's go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 331.
Here's Fields. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go. Sit high.
Throwing again is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Angel. Hey, Ken. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
But it's certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Carlos Santos for the Bears field goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go. Go. Green 19, can I see that? No mas. Hey, can. Right.
Here's Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green 19, can I see that? Hold. Delta. Tonight.
From the gun, here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
EQ. Yes.
Fields now to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields going to change things up here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Fielded at about the 28.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
And he's brought down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. Look at the big fella go.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Santos with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Now it's Fields. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Alpha. 19 instruction. Hey, can. Hey, can.
Now Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Here we go, son. My man. Green 19, good set. West right zip. You got a mini basic. Why not?
To the air again, Fields.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Green 19, dress attack. Test, bunch right. Alpha. Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing to start the drive, Williams.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams.
Oh, Deuce wide open. It's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there.
Bears, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they work.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 65 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Bears 24, Jets 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Good move. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll work down inside the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the air, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
What is up?
Back to the ground with Pierce. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
What is up?
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Santos able to take on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Jets 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Green 19, get that. Hey, can. You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 331. Alpha. Angel. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland from 21 yards away. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58, let's hear that. Hey, never mind, Monday. Extend. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. This is Smith to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here we go. Good. Green 19, green 19. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. And he'll find Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Ken.
And this play still live. He faked the spike. Going to throw it.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Fields throwing again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
One play action. Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Myles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Green 19, good.
Here's Fields. That's caught by Jackson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, here's Fields. It's Jackson again on the reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Turbo, son. Go.
Again, Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead's down to 24.
38. Jets 14. Will Lutz set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Out of his hands quick to Jackson.
Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 4.
Here we go. 3:19, get to that.
Fields now to throw.
And now here's another interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Here we go. 3:31. Right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here we go. Out, let's 222, 220. Hey, Ken. Right.
Now it's Fields.
Complete. Smith has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 58. Tonight.
Now Fields.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Ready? Go.
To the air again, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now this likely a must-have, third and goal.
Here we go. We good. Tonight.
They'll look to throw again.
Now Fields going to run.
And he'll just chop this one up into low G. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Green 19, can I see that? Oh, yeah, you got it, you got it. Angel, Angel, Angel. Delta. All right.
They snap it to Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
They go again with Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What is up?
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bears, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.